question, know the vibes when we mob. 2-piece, send them to the dentist like ramen. Won't talk, but ain't sliding. Won't talk, but ain't sliding. 2-piece, send them to the dentist like ramen. You in the back, don't tell me how to drive it. This is my plane, yeah, I'ma be the pilot. When it's your plane, you can fly how you like it. I built my name by myself now. I don't want fame, want them wealth now. You can't come around, you can't help now. My back been against the wall. 10 toes, I've been standing tall. Will you be there if I fall? I know you come around when I go get it all. Ooh, yeah. Got suggestions on shit they don't do, yeah. Shut the f, use a backseat driver. Shut the f, you backseat driving. We don't ask questions, know the vibes when we mobbing. 2-piece, send them to the dentist like Robin. Won't talk, but ain't sliding. Shut the f, you backseat driving. We don't ask questions, know the vibes when we mobbing. 2-piece, send them to the dentist like Robin. Won't talk, but ain't sliding.
What's the deal, baby? You know, we over here. We here. Episode 5, you heard?
Different day. New
man.
Wednesday. New topics. Let's not even waste no time. You know what we do here. You know what we here for. You feel me?
Yes, indeed. They should know.
My
No,
sound box. I ain't getting no claps or nothing going on, man. But yeah, we are here, and let's just get right into it. We're gonna start off in the Bronx, man. You know what I mean?
What we doing?
You know, Mano got his podcast, Kitchen Talk.
Yeah, indeed.
He had Fat Joe on there recently, and Fat Joe has some things to say on.
Okay. Crack.
So, you know what I mean? We're gonna start. That's where we're gonna start at. I got it right tuned up, right where I want it to, so we can hear exactly what he's talking about, and then we could go from there.
A lot of frauding going on. Lot of frauding. It's. I feel like right now we in an era of more frauding than ever. Right? We living in a time right now where it's like almost fashionable to be a nigga that tries to down talk rappers on platforms and shit like that. Like it's becoming like a thing.
Yo, this guy is like, he's a psychic. This guy
It's becoming a thing.
Oh my
With these
God.
like you want to speak down on rappers. You want to try to shoot hoes.
All right,
and
now,
what you think is
if
the
I
arm
shoot
of,
you,
yeah.
I'm brainless. If
Fucking
you
right.
shoot me, you famous.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
we're not really scared about them shooting us, because most of the time, not most of the time, all of the time, these niggas talking shit is pussy.
That's 100%.
100,000,000% pussy. Never done nothing in their life. And I'm telling y'all, I could give back to the community. I could look out for everybody. I could talk as much peace
And I
want.
could break your
And if
fucking neck.
I will dance on you in front of everybody. I'm just, please, subliminally or whatever, take that message, because I'm really trying to be a peaceful guy. I want to end my life. I want to end my career as a peaceful guy, somebody who made change for the community.
Right.
But I do let you know, I see you guys fronting on all these other rappers on them YouTubes and all that. When you start with me, I'm not one of them. I'm not, because everybody, Hov is too big,
Right.
Nas is too big, everybody play that they too, which true, you don't have no reason to lose. With me, there's a slight chance you get danced on at the at the Kennedy's Fried Chicken.
At the
I'm
Kennedy's
letting y'all
Fried.
know. It's with everything positive.
But that's the
You're
thing,
not
though.
past
I'm
pulling
looking
up.
for
But
peace
that's-
in the Middle East.
Brown.
I'm telling you, this is a not cool. And I'm not gonna lie, 100% of the time, anybody who talk about
That's
me
right.
like that, they get danced on. So be very careful, guys. You could troll me, do whatever you want. I'm not bothering
But
nobody.
that's the trick, though, right? The trick is nowadays to talk the shit and not be available, right? So you speaking from a place where you're not gonna be seen. So that is the
stay
trait.
in that house,
Right, but
hard.
what's the chances of really running into niggas?
No, you will though.
But
you know why? Because I got a lot of people, and so what happens is, oh, that's that guy that be talking about Joe. It's no bueno. So I beg you, my brothers, right? I don't know what you talking about. Maybe you talking about the same thing. I don't know, but I beg you, with all my heart, my brother.
I'm just speaking in general
I'm trying
because
to be positive.
no, definitely.
No, I'm trying to be
It's-
positive.
no,
There's
it's
a
in
difference.
general.
There's a difference.
It's in
Look,
general.
Fat Joe's a fool. Fat Joe should not be opening business, giving people jobs, looking out for the community, talking about peace, getting locked up on ABC News for beating somebody up or something like that.
Right.
You're an
Yeah.
asshole if
Right.
you do that.
Right.
But I am telling you that if you playing the game, we the ones you lose to.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. It's unfortunate. We the ones you lose to. You
been
could be
proven.
going anywhere.
think
You could be in the library. You could be anywhere. That's just your luck.
But I think that's the game
Yo,
that's
like-
being played. It's being played specifically so that you don't run into traffic to crash nobody up. That's the game. It's comfort in knowing that you can just run your fucking mouth and never have to be accountable for it because you
It's
don't put
such a
yourself
problem, though,
in these
man. No, the
places.
problem
it is a problem.
The problem is, I'm trying to tell you. Just I tell you, God saved my life. This is that. For some reason, He puts them somewhere they're not supposed to be. At some point, they're in the library. At some point, they're in the super bar, supermarket. You can't make the shit up. Somehow I'm
Not
walking
gonna
out.
play the whole podcast, but there was a responder.
What he said?
There was a responder
Okay.
to those statements that was made.
Who was the responder?
Fat Joe, for example, let me talk to you real quick, son. I don't know if Fat Joe was talking to me on the Mano podcast,
I listened to it. I would think he was talking.
but a lot of people feel like Fat Joe was talking to me. First and foremost, Joe,
What do you have with Fat Joe first?
I have nothing with Fat Joe. I like Fat Joe, but at the same time, like I said, the first time I met Fat Joe, if he don't remember, right? The first time I met Fat Joe was in Bronx River Projects. He was coming in the projects. I was coming down the hill with my crew. He had his crew with him. We got into a staring match, and Africa Bambaataa came running out the center to meet him just in time because everybody was about to start pulling. Joe might not remember that because I was like 14, 15 years old. After that, see, Joe don't remember me because I was going around Joe's brother, Money Man, with B.O. all the time, right? But I'm the little nigga that nobody don't remember. All Fat Joe, like what he say, he gonna make niggas drink toilet water. Joe, if you ask your old manager, Mickey Benson, he'll tell you, you'll never make me drink toilet water. This is Poppy here. I come from the home of Jason and Xavier Williams. You know both of them. This is Poppy here. Like, you'll never make me drink toilet water. That'll never happen. If any nigga that come from your hood or anywhere else, let me...
Why does he feel that way about you? Like,
Listen,
did you say
I don't
something
know
about
if he
him?
was talking to me, but I do know everybody keeps saying he's talking to you. So I'm talking back. I like Fat Joe, but let's keep it all the way funky. First of all, Joe, let me say something to you on this bigger platform, right? You sat up there, you told the world that David Mullins, the twin, was a rat.
Right. We don't even gotta go no further with that. But then there was another response.
And so,
Oh wow.
shout out to Elder Barge. Elder Barge got a tiny desk. Y'all better go support the legends. Elder Barge got a tiny desk. Performance sounds like the record. NPR Tiny Desk. Go on YouTube. Go watch it. A lot of bullshit on YouTube too.
Cheers.
I got guys beefing with me. I don't even know these people. Like, I went up in the Fat Joe YouTube and they talk. He know who I am. I know I don't. No, I don't know who you are. The other day I couldn't sleep. I'm watching shit. I go to YouTube. I see Fat Joe has beef with. I don't know these people. I do not know these people at all. Shout out to Carolyn Aronson. It's a 10. And so it's like, so I don't know these people. Right? And so YouTube, they got a lot of bullshit on it. It allows every
It allows you to believe the last thing you see.
Yeah, it allows every.
So yeah, we don't gotta go no further. So this is back and forth now, right?
Right.
So I don't know if you're familiar with Hassan Campbell. Are you?
Absolutely, of course. Absolutely.
So you know he's been real popular on the YouTube scene for a minute now,
Yes.
and we know how he got his claim to fame, right?
Yeah, he was one of African Bambaata's victims. Am I right or wrong?
Yo, shout out to the comments, man. Lady A, I see you. Word to it. K Ella, I see you. Live
Facts.
Gaddafi, I see you. Shout out to the comments. That was Bambaataa girlfriend.
Right.
Like, so, I mean, listen, the Bronx is not small, but it's not big.
Indeed.
So, what you think about this, man?
I mean, let's see, man. Where should we start? I mean, I don't know. I don't know where to start, man. I just, Hassan. Let's just start here. Hassan Campbell is a very outspoken dude, right? He's been able to gather a following, a bunch of views on YouTube from talking specifically like Mano and Fat Joe alluded to, talking about rappers and what their a lot of what their content is about and how they out of pocket with some of the things they can do and et cetera, like this. And some of that be some truth to it. I can attest to some of that. Some of the things the rappers say kind of be out of pocket and they're not really speaking positively. But that's rap is didn't really come from a positive place. Maybe back in the days it did, but anyway, a lot of his views and a lot of his content has something to do with that. Exactly what Fat Joe and Mano was talking about, right? So he's was able to amass a large following. Now we know Crack. We know what Crack is about. We know Crack is a real dude. Always been a real dude since FloJo and stuff like that. We've heard about him, and I've actually seen him personally, as he alluded to, dancing on dudes, dancing on dudes' heads. So this is going to be interesting. I don't really have any specific comment. I would just say it's going to be interesting to see where this goes because Hassan Campbell, definitely with the BAM history of being one of the victims of the infamous Bambaataa, still has an aura of coming from, a history of real dudes and being a real dude himself. So this is just going to be interesting to see how this plays out because it's still playing out. So I can't really have too much of a comment on it. I would just say, Simon, it's going to be interesting to see how this continues to play out.
I don't, honestly, look, I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't think nothing's going to happen from this. I don't think it's going to be something we're going to hear about. Like, all right, let's keep it a buck. Hassan Campbell is claim to fame was being Bambaata's butt buddy or whatever.
Right, being one of the flunk.
Being assaulted by Bambaataa, right?
Right.
Now, at the same time, he's not outside of them circles, Fat Joe.
Right.
So a lot of niggas claim they didn't know certain people, individuals who was getting assaulted by Bambaataa.
Right.
But then come around, these niggas knew these niggas.
Indeed.
You feel me? Like when that other dude came out and said Bambaataa did him dirty when he was a kid, everybody tried to say they ain't know him. And then Lord Jamal came out like, nah, he used to engineer at the studio.
Wow.
Everybody knows him.
Right.
What do you mean? So I understand why you would say I don't know him. And
right.
I understand why you would say I don't know him. Because if something do happen, I don't know this guy.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
But let's not be confused. Hassan Campbell and Fat Joe are from the same roots, so to speak.
Right, absolutely. I mean,
so for him to say I don't know him seems a little weird to me.
Absolutely. That seems kind of that definitely seems logical of Joe. I don't know. I'll just say Joe, a lot of dudes don't want to give anybody no credit. You know what I'm saying? So I think personally that Fat Joe, he might, let's go with Fat Joe saying, let's go with him saying that he don't know him. I think he knows of him. If you don't know him personally, like I know the Hassan Campbell dude, without even giving him no credit. Like I know the dude, he could definitely know of him because, like I said, he's pretty well known on YouTube.
I'm talking outside of YouTube, no YouTube.
No, exactly. Let's talk about this from the
No
from the
YouTube.
Bambaataa era. And you know what? The people that Hassan Campbell named, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
B.O. He named
Right.
some real official dudes that
Okay.
Fat Joe definitely know personally. We know that. I know that for a fact.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he named some official dudes that Fat Joe definitely used to run with, or you know what I'm saying, confided in. Dudes like B.O., R.I.P., one of the realest dudes the Bronx ever seen. I remember being in clubs and having B.O. come through and have a whole side of the club move. I'm talking about literally like the whole club will move. Like it's like Moses parting the Red Sea. Like I've seen this with my own eyes. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a real terrifying dude. Evoked a lot of fear in dudes. You know what I'm saying? So Hassan, you know, threw that name out there. You know, Fat Joe definitely know that
And
cat.
Hassan claims that he's a killer. That this is not me. I'm not snitching on nobody. He says personally that he's killed people in the name of Zulu Nation. So
Hassan Campbell.
yeah, this is out his mouth. This is what he says.
He's saying that he
he's a
did that.
murderer.
He actually caught bodies in the name of the Zulu. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
like, and on one interview he spoke of almost robbing Fat Joe until Bambaataa came out to save him.
Right. Well, he said both crews is about to pull. Let's be ready. You know what I'm saying? He said Bambaataa came out and kind of quelled all of that. You don't know which way it would have went if both crews is pulling.
Well,
So
what's both crews? Fat Joe is Zulu Nation, bro.
go back to the video. He said that Fat Joe was
No,
coming
I
down.
understand. I'm saying, well, what I'm saying is, you think Fat Joe, Flojo days, Fat Joe is Zulu Nation.
Not necessarily. I
No,
wouldn't
not
necessarily.
necessarily. What you mean? Yo, all of these, let's get it real clear. Like, a lot of these rapper niggas be Zulu Nation, bro. A lot of these niggas, bro. You was either God Body back in them days. You was either the God Body or you was Zulu Nation, B.
Well, I never personally heard Fat Joe saying I was down back in the days, like I'm a part of. He may have, but I'm saying I've never personally heard that. And I know like him rolling with the Boricuas and the Morenos, so to speak, that he was rolling with. He might have been affiliated, but
Where
he
you
still had
from?
his. He's from Forest, McKinley, Trinity Avenue, whatever you want to call it.
From
Maybe
the
not.
Bronx. Is that a Hispanic neighborhood?
Not necessarily is mixed. Like most of the South Bronx is mixed.
But is that neighborhood specifically, that project, Hispanic historically?
No.
Fat Joe's not a Spanish guy. His family is Spanish, but he grew up with the Negroes.
Right. But he's Puerto Rican to the core, and he'll
He
say
don't even
that.
speak Spanish, bro. And he don't speak Spanish. He was the Spanish. He was the one. You know how every black gang is that one Spanish or one white nigga back in the day? He was that Spanish nigga in the black gang, bro. He was in Zulu Nation. We gotta be real. Zulu Nation was a gang. People leave that part out. Fuck all this hip hop shit. That shit was a gang. Before the Bloods and the Crips in New York, Zulu Nation was a gang. Right or wrong?
Okay. I mean, you can say that, I guess.
Come on, son. Come on. You from the Bronx, you know.
Yeah,
The niggas was a gang. They was a gang, bro. They had colors and all that. They had hand signs.
Well, the colors wasn't the African. It was like the African flag, kind of like the
yellow, whatever. Yeah.
The red.
They had hand signs, man.
Right. So I guess you can call it a gang.
They had alliances with other gangs.
Yeah, I guess you can call it that.
What do you mean you guess?
I guess you can call it that.
That's what it was. That shit was a gang, and this nigga was a part of that gang, bro. Fat Joe was a part of that gang. And the leader of that gang was a child molester, bro. And everybody knew, and everybody kept it quiet. Let's keep it a buck. Everybody knew that the leader of the gang, the head nigga of the gang, was touching little boys. And now this nigga's gonna say, I don't know this nigga. It's bigger than what we think.
No, I'm about to say, yeah. I mean, maybe
niggas
people
trying to separate themselves from knowing what they know.
Right, but you know what though? I mean, I think it's just speculation to say that everybody knew that Bambaataa was doing what he was doing because even though I was down with, listen, let me make my point. It's speculation unless they say. I mean, you don't know for a fact, so it's still speculation. You can't say for a fact they knew. Even though I was never affiliated with Zulu Nation, I didn't know nothing about that until, and I'm from the BX, right? And like a kind of age, me and Fat Joe and about the same age. I never knew nothing about that. Maybe because I wasn't directly affiliated with that. But I never knew until it came out, till the rest of the world knew.
Were you cool with any of the Zulu Nation niggas, man?
I did know one dude from my hood. I could say one dude, my man Islam, who actually put me in a lot of positions doing the rap shit and all that. Introduced me, put me in the situations to start doing some writing for some old school cats and shit like that. That's how I met Guru and had my little history with him. Salute my man Islam. He live in Atlanta now. That's the one dude I knew definitely that was down with Zulu Nation back in the days. And he never, you know what I'm saying? He was just from my hood. He was from Patterson Projects. And he never, alluded to any of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even speak to him after the whole shit came out with what Bambaataa was doing to young dudes.
That's what I was going to ask you. Have you spoken to him since?
I even speak to him about that. Remember, that shit came out since The World knew. When did that come out? It's been, a couple of years now, right?
Yeah.
Since The World.
Facts.
Right. So that's when I found out. So, I mean, I just think it's speculation to say that.
What I was going to ask you is, what you answered, I was going to ask you, have you ever asked him about that shit? And if you ever do, and if you ever cross him and you ask him about it, he's going to say, oh yeah, nigga, everybody knew about that shit.
Well, okay.
That shit ain't new to nobody, nigga, that know, nigga.
That's your assumption. That's your assumption that he's going to say that.
That's a fact, bro. Listen,
he's going to say that.
It can't be a fact until you test it out. But
right, and it's your assumption until he says that. But you can't say it. You stand something that you don't even know. You just said you think it's gonna be a fact.
Are you gonna call me like yo, Sama? You was right.
Oh, if I speak to, I'm not even got it. I ain't even worried about that shit. I'm not even worried. I wouldn't even try to call him and bring that shit up because it's not even here nor there. Within our discussion. I really don't care. Truthfully.
Yo, listen,
I mean,
it ain't that deep. I'm just saying, if you ever run across the nigga and y'all chatting it up, ask that nigga, yo, what's up with that Bambaataa shit? And nigga's gonna be like, I knew, nigga, I knew that shit.
What if he say, what if he say, yo, fam, I can't front, I never knew. What? He's lying to me? So if he say, yo, bro, I didn't even know till that shit came out, he's lying?
Nah, I'm not gonna say he's lying. I'm just saying. 9 times out of 10, he's gonna be like, everybody knew that shit. Everybody knew. How do you
get everybody knew? How do you know that?
Because when the shit came out and people start talking about it,
right?
Niggas was like, everybody knew this nigga was gay.
I know, like I said, maybe I never paid it too much mind.
This is what I'm saying. You didn't. But anybody who was in that shit and was down with that shit knew that nigga was gay. I heard about that shit years before that shit came out. I heard about that shit from my man Live through his uncle. Like, that nigga Bambaataa is a fruitcake type shit. So, yeah.
Crazy.
So when that shit came out, that shit wasn't shocking. What was shocking was that he was doing it to little boys.
Right, well, that's not even gay.
But this is the shit. Look. From the outside looking in, we like, okay, everybody knew he was gay. But also, everybody knew who he had sleeping in his crib, too. So don't just think that niggas everybody that say all the Lord Jamals, all the niggas that came out and spoke about it and said, they knew he was gay, also knew he was a pedophile. They just didn't care that they was, you know what I'm saying? Because he had young boys around him all the time, bro. He had little kids around him in his crib. Everybody talk about it. Like, come on, son. That's not an assumption. Niggas knew that nigga was gay. Niggas knew he was a pedophile. Niggas ain't care. But we're gonna keep it pushing.
Some people like that. I just can't say without knowing for a fact, without hearing from the horse's mouth that everybody knew. So I'm thinking everybody that was a part of Zulu Nation, I'm gonna sit here and say, oh, they definitely knew without hearing it from them.
The nigga Hassan Campbell said that Bambaataa has a photo book with every member of the Zulu Nation's a picture of their genitals, my nigga.
Okay, that's what he said. I don't pay. I didn't hear that. 'Cause I don't pay that for too much mind, bro. I really don't. So I didn't hear that.
I'm telling you what's going on out here, B. I swear I wouldn't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. You cannot.
Proud of that blasphemy, bro.
This shit sound made up. You can't make that shit up. Like, what? The nigga got a photo album? What? Yeah.
I mean, who knows? I mean, niggas just say anything though, bro. I don't know. It sounds like you believe anything that's come out of niggas' mouth. You just run with it. It sounds good. Where's the photo album? That kind of shit. Now I'm not disputing that Bam we know that he was gay and he was a molester. We know that.
Yo, bro.
But yo,
how about this?
Every member, it was thousands of them niggas. It was thousands of Zulu.
No.
He got like, come on, bro. Like you gotta use this. Sometimes you gotta use this up here, bro.
This is what I'm gonna tell you.
My nigga.
This is what I'm gonna tell you. There's a documentary, bro. There's a documentary about surviving Bambaataa, bro. Listen to me. There's a documentary where ex-members of Zulu Nations are giving their accounts about Bambaataa years later, out right now, about surviving Bambaataa. There's a whole documentary about this shit.
I've heard about that. I've heard about a doc, surviving Bambaataa, something like that.
Bro, I
single
can't
member.
make this shit up.
It was like 5,000 members, and every single one of them, you got a picture. Like, come on, man. Could be true. If it's true, shame on them. If it's true, shame on them, man. That's just that.
Man. Now, I don't even want to stay on this no longer, man. This is going to be a long clip. Like,
yeah, we was long.
Moving right along, man. We started in the Bronx. Let's go to Harlem real quick.
Why when your pops came home, he went to the site? A lot of people felt like it was distasteful, and
see that situation was this, right? From my understanding of that video, right? That video was supposed to be recorded and put away. That was a situation where, like, you see how, like, Academics and 6ix9ine, they cool, right? And I could say, like, you and Spot got him, right? Yeah. That's your dog. You know what I'm saying? You the reason I know about him.
Right.
One interview with you talking about him made me go look this nigga up. Mind you, I heard the nigga song and all that. I still didn't know his name. But, like, so you understand what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Now, I know my days is numbered. So I tell you, yo.
This is Outpost Son.
I know you don't like interviews, but yo.
I know about Party is.
It would be everything to me for you to give me that one interview that I could put out. Worst case scenario, anything ever happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you support my brand the way you say you do, yo, let me get that little joint I could just tuck away and, you know what I'm saying? Like, and from my understanding, him and that dude was friends in the feds, and he must have made promises to him when he was in there, and he fulfilled them when he got out. She did an interview where either him or a dude he was in the feds with had a friend that did interviews. I don't know how it went, but I know he was cool with the person, and he did it for them to put it away. It wasn't ever supposed to come out. So, you know what I'm saying? And they leaked it because everybody else, Gully TV, he caught him. And yo, I was wilding on Gully, like, yo, take the video down, take the video. Because every time footage was surfaced, my pops would call me, like, you know all these niggas, call them niggas, tell them take that shit down, I'm gonna get in trouble. Like, so I used to have to call all the media outlets, arguing with them. Take it down. Listen, it's already out, man. Somebody else gonna make the money off of it, and I ain't gonna let you take the food out of my mouth. I gotta respect it. Cause as soon as you take it down, Act gonna put it up. Act take it down, Vlad gonna put it up. Vlad take it down, Adam gonna put it up. Nigga, so I fucked my whole career up damn near beefing with y'all, cause he telling me to tell y'all to take the shit down.
Right.
He calling me, telling me, yo, don't you know him? Tell him take it down. You put up the shit with the motorcycle? That nigga was on my heels. Like, yo, tell him take it down, yo. I'm not supposed to be in New York, yo. They get me in trouble. And I'm like,
have you ever asked your dad about him and Rich Porter? Why did
hell yeah. That was the first question.
Yeah.
What? That was the first question. yo, why you dust son off? Like, what happened? He said, boy was doing what he said he was doing. Lying about certain shit. It was more to the story. It was more than what he said. But it was a few different things that made him say to himself, like, yo, like, this nigga's more of a threat than a friend. Cause like I said, my last interview with True Marty and shit, if you look at the AZ interview on Vlad, they said Rich was working with the feds first. He dressed the sister up and sent her with Mark money to go try to pay the ransom for Sonny. So maybe he killed them because of that. Because remember when he killed Rich, he tried to kill A.
All right, so we're not going to go through much longer.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
pretty
we
much,
got it.
I just wanted to jump through 3 different things real quick, right? So that's why I put it all in at one time. So we got the explanation on why he so-called did the interview where he took niggas to the place where he buried Rich Porter. Did you see that by any chance?
We dumped his body. Let me start there first. Like, and I'm glad paparazzi poked kind of. I'm glad he cleared it up as far as where he, because this is something that I know for a fact. Because the dude that did that interview, that took Alpo to the spot in the car, that's like my man. That's my man. I knew for 25 years. We grew up together. His name is Troy Reed.
Right.
Let me give you a little history behind that. He did the DVD called, before even the movie Paid in Full came out, he did a documentary called Game Over that talked about everything that happened kind of with Rich, Alpo,
I remember.
And then he also did another DVD called Scarface for Life, talking about dudes that come from the bottom. I don't know if you're up on
remember that too. In the beginning of that shit, the nigga got shot mad times.
Right.
And he
Scarface
kept
for
getting
Life.
shot. And
He did.
I remember that shit.
But that's my man Troy Reed. He did that interview, and I'm like I said, my point is I'm glad that he cleared it up. He said that the dude was in the feds with him, and he promised the interview. Troy Reed was never in the feds, but then he also said, well, it was something I don't really know how it went. So I'm glad he kept it real with that, because he definitely don't know how it went. But Troy Reed was never in the feds. He just did. Alpo had promised him, and Alpo actually Troy Reed has said this when he did the rebuttal after the uproar about that video. He posted a video saying, apologizing to Patricia Porter and Rich Porter's family, saying the video got leaked. You know what I'm saying? He's saying that he wasn't the one to put it up. But he definitely was never in the feds with him. Troy was never locked up like that. He just was the one that he started with The Game Is Over, and did a couple of DVDs, and he was in tune with and he's from the Bronx, from my hood. He's from Patterson Projects. You know what I'm saying? He's in tune with them Harlem dudes, and he got them to do the documentary, a lot of interviews. He got in tune with A and shit like that. And Alpo, Alpo, remember, he got locked up or whatever. So Alpo was supposed to give him that interview. Give him an interview
back in
talking
the
about
days, before he got locked up.
Before he got locked up, right. Remember, he did that time, whatever. So he came out. That's what he chose to give him. You know what I'm saying? Talking about showing him where he dumped Rich body at. So I just wanted to clarify that, though. You know what I'm saying?
So that's kind of crazy. So he waited 30-something years to fulfill a promise to some nigga in the project.
Remember, he ain't all the time when we did The Game Is Over and all that Paid in Full came out, Alpo
like
got
you
locked
said,
up.
Game Over was more on the Alpo standpoint.
Absolutely.
Not the Alpo, the AZ standpoint.
Full shit, but just in a documentary standpoint, we're talking a lot of dudes from Harlem.
I remember.
You know what I'm saying? Official, great documentary. You know what I'm saying? So that's my man Troy Reed. Shout out to Troy Reed. They're in Cali right now. West Coast doing this thing out there, whatever. He also had the store on 125th Street, sneaker pawn, where dudes was really moving the sneakers and all that, pawning different sneakers, thousands of dollars and all that. Shout out to Troy Reed. So yeah, I just want to clarify that.
So
that, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy shit though, right? There's some shit. He says something that people don't listen and don't hear what he's saying. He said Rich Porter was working with the feds already.
I heard him say that.
Remember, his brother just got kidnapped.
Right.
They was trying to do whatever. You feel me? They was trying to do whatever to get this brother back.
Indeed. Trying to pay that ransom.
And the nigga Rich is the one who got the finger, the mailbox. The McDonald's.
Yeah, they sent it there. Right.
Rich went to the pigs with that shit.
Okay.
AZ snitched on the niggas who shot him.
Right.
Like, these niggas is all rats, bro. We praise all of these niggas and shit in our community, but all these niggas was fucking with the pigs, bro.
Right.
Not just
And you know,
Alpo.
you could definitely call them rats because they was in the game, right? They wasn't civilians. So I'm with you on that. They wasn't civilians. They was in the game.
All them niggas.
They knew it.
And then
They knew
on
what
top
to
of
do with.
that, AZ had the money and the power where he could have got them niggas who killed his family and shot him. He could have got them dealt with.
Could have got them murked. Right.
Instead, he decided to cooperate while still continuously at the moment sell drugs.
Right. And that's what he should have did. He should have got them touched. That's what he should have did. But I think it really affected him deeply where he ain't even probably want to go that route. Because even if in a Vlad interview, like I watched all of his Vlad, is about 15 parts of the Vlad interview. He's like, one thing he can't understand is how somebody want to kill somebody over drugs and money. He wasn't built like that. He actually said that out his own mouth. He said he wanted to get money, but he don't understand how dudes could kill somebody or want to kill somebody over drugs and money. Go back and look at anybody that don't believe that.
This is what happens when you let
Vlad
cool niggas hang around as a killer. AZ was not supposed to be able to move up the way he was because he didn't have it in him.
Well, you know, but he was the connect. He was, you know, remember his story is he happened to work in the cleaners,
Right.
And he met
Somebody
the connect.
should have killed him and robbed him somewhere along the lines. Because he was a sucker.
Listen, that's what they tried to do, right?
No. Somebody else should have did it.
No, but it was ordained for him to still be it.
If Alpo ain't get caught up, Alpo probably would have killed that nigga too.
Probably.
Not probably. That's what he said. His son said Alpo was going to kill that nigga too. Because
Right,
remember,
Alpo-
he was working with the pigs off the niggas who shot him. So
Alpo was a snake.
It's not a snake. That's not a snake.
He can't be trusted.
Bro, that's not a snake. If you know that this nigga just told on some niggas who shot him, and I just told them personally, I'll go get them niggas for you. You was like, nah, don't worry about it. But then you decide to go and tell.
On the dudes that shot you up, right?
What do you mean? If Alpo didn't get wrapped, and then we got to look at karma. How did Alpo even get? How did Alpo even get locked up? How did he even get locked up? Selling drugs to Rich Porter cousin. Somebody Rich put him on to. That's how he got caught up in all that shit.
Right.
So at the end of the day, all them niggas was rats, bro. All of them niggas. Not one of them niggas, not just
Right.
Alpo. I'm the ghost of Rich Porter. Rich Porter was down with them too. All of them niggas.
Right, but I'm saying, but even going back, like I think Alpo. I mean, you going intricately into the story. Let's just start from when he killed Rich. He didn't have to kill Rich. Rich. I mean, I understand that the movie is not exactly what happened. There's a little more to it than the movie, but he was mad because Rich was still moving around. He talking about, like his son said, lying to him and all that. He was mad because he wanted some bricks. Rich was trying to get bricks to get his little brother back, and you worried about you trying to make money. He trying to get his brother back that's being held for ransom, and you want to just get bricks so you can continue to make bread, so you body the nigga because of that. Maybe some other shit, but I'm just saying that's really the gist of it. That's a snake. That's supposed to be a man. Y'all getting money together. This was Rich. He wasn't snitching on him at that particular point. He's a snake. He was a snake. Like you getting money with your man, you gonna kill him because I got bricks and my brother's kidnapped. I'm worried about my brother right now, but you want to keep moving because the block is slow and the streets is dried up. So I'm gonna kill you to take these bricks. That's a fucking snake. I don't give a fuck how you. That's a fucking cobra, my nigga.
Let me ask you this. Right? At the end of the day, if you my man, and I need this money to get my little brother,
right?
I don't got no problem telling my man I need this money to get my little brother.
That's what happened. I'm trying to get my brother.
No, what happened was Rich was getting drugs from Alpo Connect at a discounted rate, but charging Alpo like he was getting it from somewhere else. Double. Alpo found, this is the facts. Alpo, look up the interview. Alpo found out, he came up to New York the same point in time when he killed Demencio at the basketball game. When he came up to New York, he was at a party. He bumped into the plug. He's like, yo, what's up? You said you was going to hit me as soon as you got right. The nigga said, yo, I've been hitting your man. And nigga said, what you mean you been hitting my man? He was like, yo, he told him exactly what the work looked like, what the stamp was, and all that. So he went back to D.C. after that, and he told the nigga Wayne Perry, yo, this nigga is selling me my work for double the price, and he's fronting like he's getting it from somebody else. And every time I ask the nigga, is he getting it from my man, he say, nah, he ain't seen my man yet. He got to get it from this. So this nigga was jerking his man. He was jerking Alpo.
Let me ask you this. If Alpo was such a, I got all that.
He was being a snake.
Let me just answer this question. If that was Alpo man, why wasn't the dude Alpo was getting the work from his man? Why didn't he want to give him
Alpo was
work?
in DC. Alpo was in DC.
Regardless.
So everything. No. This what.
Why wasn't he getting the work from his man? Why was they giving it to Rich?
Because that's what he told him to do. He's getting the work from whatever you get. Hit my man. My man is going to hit me. I'm not here.
Okay.
He was hitting my man, and my man was jerking me, bro.
Nah, there's something fishy about that. Now get the fuck out of here. So he told the Connect. Okay, yo, hit my man with it. So you ain't know the price. If it was your Connect, first of all, let's pause it. If this your Connect, nah, I don't hit my man. I'm from New York.
Hold on, wait, whoa, pause. Hold on. No. Off topic. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Off topic. You got your laptop with you, right?
Yes. I see it. I know. I see it. I see that rape little boys. I don't know who that is.
Yo, why you say that?
I see it.
Why you say it? Don't say it, bro.
Then listen, this is in the loop, man, nigga. We say whatever the fuck we want to say. Nigga.
Nah. Don't say that. Don't say that. That's why his name is that. Don't say that.
What the comments say. That's what the comments say. Who is that? That's what the comments say.
Y'all don't know, bro.
Let's blow them up. They wrote 7 times that they rape little boys and girls. No, let's blow them up.
Yo, stop saying that shit. Yo, stop saying that shit, man.
That's what somebody commented, B.
No, don't say that shit. Don't say that. Don't say that shit. Don't say that shit, bro.
It's crazy, King. Another that must be a Bambaataa supporter. That must be a Bambaataa.
Yo, how the fuck that happened, bro? Yo, what the fuck?
Know. That's crazy, King. I don't know. Man.
Yo, what the fuck is that, bro? Yo, that was crazy. That's crazy, son.
I've been peeped it. I ain't pay that shit no mind. When we was good,
Nah, I didn't peep it. I opened my phone just now. My phone it went off. It like, you know how the screen locks or whatever?
Yes.
It locked up. So I just opened the shit. I go back to YouTube and I see that shit. Like, yo, what the fuck? Let me block
some
this
weird
nigga.
on the post, man. Some fucking weirdo, B.
Let me block this dude, man. And then he's spelling shit out. Where the fuck that is, yo?
Yeah. Crazy. I don't know who the hell that is, bro.
Nah. But yeah, man, back to the topic. That shit just threw me off. My fault. But back to the topic. At the end of the day, let's just say, for conversation's sake, that is the facts of the matter. That's what happened.
And let me before we move, gentlemen, like as you like to say, we don't want to stay on this topic too long. But let me just say this, Osama. in this game of drugs, money, and violence, ain't no loyalty, King. So anything it's about somebody selling a connect and trying to snake you.
That's not real. Nah. It's loyalty.
No loyalty,
I don't
my nigga.
No, there is
Everybody
loyalty.
snaking each other. It happens all the time, bro. It happens all the time. There's no loyalty in this shit. That when you get in this game, be ready to be snaked, underhanded, and all that shit when you dealing with when you dealing out here in the streets like that.
No,
that's just
a
what
fact.
it is.
Hold on. Dot. That's a fact, but it is not okay for your man to snake you. I'm not condoning that.
No, it's not okay for your man to murk you when your brother's kidnapped.
But
it's not okay for your man to murk you.
Listen. Also, it's not okay for your man to snake you, and at the end of the day, your man is fucking around the nigga who gonna ride with you when shit get there. Like, why are you gonna snake your man, bro? There is I gotta combat that statement you made that there's no loyalty. There is loyalty. There is.
It's not.
That's a misconception.
Did you watch Cocaine Cowboys, bro?
Yeah, I watched it.
All right, ain't no loyalty in this shit. Even in Colombia, ain't no loyalty in this shit. They snake even over there,
bro.
Come on, bro.
What you looking at?
Part of the game.
Nah. What you looking at is the sensationalism of extreme cases. There's always been loyalty. There's always been loyalty, because there's a lot of people that you'll never hear about.
Bro, did you read the Nicky Barnes story about how
you talking about Nicky Barnes? There's a lot of people, like I said, that you'll never hear about, my guy.
I can go on countless. I could talk about countless and counselors, drug dealers, big Willie kingpins who they snake their crew or their crew snake them. It's part of the game.
And what I'm asking you is, are they the only ones?
Are they the only ones? What?
The people that you can name after name, are they the only ones?
That where no loyalty was shown?
No, where people were living a criminal enterprise.
I don't really understand the question. I mean, listen.
Are the people that you speak of that ratted and folded? Are they the only ones that were in the game?
No.
What happened to the rest of them?
Plenty more was in the game too. But listen, it's gonna be some that stands tall, but it's always gonna be some that's gonna fold.
And that's why I'm correcting you. You said there's no loyalty. There is loyalty. There is. Don't say there's none. There is loyalty, bro.
Listen, if you got a team of 20 and 3 remain loyal and the other 17 fold, fuck, it don't matter that 3 remain loyalty.
No. Wait a minute. So you telling me there's no 20 that they all stayed sold, that nobody fell?
You're trying to trivialize the subject, bro. No, there's 3 people that didn't.
I'm talking about what you said.
You know what?
Your specific words was there's no loyalty.
The crumble because they folded. We can look at history of every fucking drug kingpin crew. There's
that
people
you know of.
No, that even the ones that I didn't know of, it's probably people that backstabbed each other because this is the fucking game. Niggas don't be wanting to face them numbers, bro. It's easier to say before you facing 30.
Bro, how could you know? How could you know about people you don't know of?
The same way you said, the same way you said related to the African Bambaataa shit, that they have the same way you just stated that. Nigga, you see how this shit work? You see how that shit work, right?
Come on.
The same way you said, without even having the facts, that they had this. Nigga,
how can you say you know of people you don't know of?
Because I know the fucking game. I've been around long enough and seen the stories to know the fucking game, bro. There ain't no loyalty in it.
So you're telling me everybody everywhere, somebody ratted, and everybody went down.
Somebody everywhere in any type of major organization was the cause of somebody going down. Facts. This is fair.
No, I'm saying everybody that was in the game went down.
No, listen, we don't got to trivialize. Like I said,
It's
there's
not
no,
about trivializing. I'm asking you,
no loyalty
did
in this
everybody in the game go down?
There's no loyalty in this shit, bruh. Period. So
That's
when
a
niggas
cliche,
fold on
man.
and
And that's
Birdie-
not
Birdie-
real. That's a
Yeah,
cliche,
it is real.
and that's not real because there is loyalty. It's not a lot, but there is. That's bullshit.
It is none.
That's
why niggas is
bullshit.
doing life and under the fucking ground right now. That's why a lot of niggas is doing life and under the ground right now because ain't no loyalty in this shit. Like I said, if there's a crew of 10 dudes and 2 remain loyal, but the other 8 snitch, what the fuck does the 2 that remain loyal? What does that mean?
Listen, you're talking about one bad crew.
I'm not
Regardless,
talking, I just named you a couple. I just said Nicky Barnes crew.
All
You
right.
can talk about the AZ shit, the
those
Rich Porter
couple.
shit. You can talk about the
Well,
cocaine
what I'm
cowboy
saying
shit.
is, you're talking about a bunch of unsuccessful crews.
How they were unsuccessful? They made millions.
Because the successful ones we can't talk about.
Who? Name them then. Who? Name them.
Did you not just hear what I said?
Name one.
Did you not just hear what I said?
Say it again.
The successful ones we can't talk about.
Well, that's unknown. That's unknown. That's like saying
And that's because there is loyalty somewhere, bro. I'm not gonna take what you say like if it don't mean nothing. That
in
means
this
something.
street shit, my nigga,
There's
if you
people.
think it's 100% loyal,
Listen,
loyalty,
there is
there's
loyalty,
no
bro. There
Once
is.
niggas is facing them numbers, my nigga, niggas gonna be folding. It's been proven. Period. So that's what the thing. If you ain't really ready, if you ain't ready to face that shit, stay out the fucking game, my nigga. Stay out the game because somebody's gonna fold on you. They gonna offer somebody 50 to life, and they gonna fucking tell you about your whole organization.
Okay,
That's just the fact of life,
that's cool.
King.
But what that does not mean
not
is
cool. That's not cool, but that's the
no,
reality.
that is cool because at the
reality.
end of the day, that's what you sign up for. And that's why I said that's cool. But at the end of the day, that doesn't
How's it
mean.
cool?
But listen,
So it's cool to fold.
huh?
So it's cool for somebody that's cool for somebody that signed up for this game. You get caught up, face 40 to life, so you want to snitch on the whole gang. That's cool? That's what you saying?
No, it's cool that you signed up to stand tall and take whatever the fuck you gonna take as a man.
That's cool, absolutely. But 9 times out of 10, it don't happen, bro. It don't.
I don't agree with the 9
You
times
don't-
out of 10.
You don't want to believe
Because,
it. But
no. Listen, because what we're leaving out is the people who did it successfully. We leave those out.
But see, you know what?
The people
You
who we
say-
don't know about. Listen,
think-
there's people who lived and died you talked about Colombia. There's people who lived and died in Colombia selling drugs. Lived and died successfully selling drugs that we don't
You
know
can't
about,
name them,
nigga.
You can't name them, bro.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
You talking
success.
about hypothetically. You just
No, that's not a
imagining that.
hypothetical. That's a fact.
You want to believe
You
that.
tell-
you
listen.
want to believe that, and
No,
it's
no, no.
cool that you want to believe
Bro.
that, but you can't.
No, no, no.
This
Listen.
This guy, Jose Canseco.
So you telling me
was a whoever,
you telling me
ran
the
his drug
people who
crew
you telling me
for 30
Griselda
years, and
Blanco
nobody ever
you
snitched
talking
on
about
him. You
cocaine
can't name
cowboys.
one.
You talking about wait. You talking about cocaine cowboys. You telling me Griselda Blanco answered to nobody. She was the top of the food chain.
She might have answered to somebody, but I'm saying, isn't somebody?
She had to answer to somebody. She died. As an old lady, when she got out of jail, they still shot her.
When she got out of jail, why did she go to jail? How did she get in jail? Somebody told on her. How did she get in jail?
And then what did she do?
Wait, was the fucking hitman for
wait,
John
and then
Gotti.
what did she do? What did she do?
Bull Gravano
No,
was
listen,
the
wait a minute. Wait.
hitman for John Gotti, my
Wait.
nigga. He
You
told.
moving too fast. You moving too
No.
fast. Wait a second.
No.
Wait a second. Griselda Blanco went to jail, right?
Yes.
And then she cooperated, right?
There you go. She cooperated. Thank you.
But wait a minute.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Okay.
She came home and what happened to her?
They bodied her, right? Or she died of old age. Which one? Tell me. I mean, refresh my memory. I don't remember everything.
She got killed by people on a motorcycle who drove by and shot her.
Why? Why they shot her?
Because there's somebody that we don't know of that has a hierarchy.
No, you're lying. They shot her because she cooperated. She did time.
No,
came out, and she
right.
cooperated.
But what I'm saying is,
Right.
there's a hierarchy, bro. The people who succeed, and I'm not talking about the black people. See, you talking about just black people. The people who succeed.
Zelda, they're not black. They're Colombian.
No. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about with your statement. I'm pivoting. I'm not talking about the Griselda Blanco shit. When I said, when you said there's no loyalty, you talking about within the black community. Because listen, there's generations and generations of criminal enterprises that successfully did a generation of criminal activity and transferred over into legal activity. And one of them are the Kennedys.
You sitting
One of them are the Kennedys.
Bro, now you wilding.
I'm not wilding. I'm talking the facts. There are no group of people. There are no group of people. Wait a minute. There are no group of people who came to the United States of America and didn't indulge in criminal activity.
Right. See, now
was successful.
You're pivoting toward the political realm to try to make a point, but I'm not going for it.
You said
bro.
There's no loyalty. I'm telling you there is.
There's no honor among thieves, bro.
That's bullshit. You're talking about the black community.
And the niggas that don't believe that get caught up.
You're talking about the black community, bro, because that doesn't hold true in other nationalities, my nigga.
Thieves get caught up. Again, now let me go back to my point. Sammy the Bull Gravano, John Gotti probably never thought a day in his life that he would fold on him. He was killing everybody at any time. John Gotti probably never thought he would be the one that fold.
What crime family was that? What crime family was that?
He's Italian. This is the fucking mob.
What crime family was that?
Isn't it the Gambinos?
Right.
Right. They was Italian.
And who was the boss?
John Gotti.
And Sammy the Bull ratted on who?
He ratted on John Gotti and whoever else he had to rat on.
Wait a minute. Wait. You talking about John Gotti. Before John Gotti, there was a boss.
Bro, come on. Let's move on to the next subject, bro.
That's a fact. Before John Gotti, there was a boss.
That's not irrelevant. That's irrelevant.
No, it's not irrelevant.
It ain't none. It's no loyalty in this shit. There's no honor among thieves. The most distinguished criminal will tell you that. But you sitting here to be like, no, there is honor. No, it's not.
Listen, I'm asking you a question.
It's too far in between to say
Bro, you talking before John Gotti, there was a boss before him. John Gotti wasn't the first boss.
Who was he?
Wait a minute. Wait. Let me finish. I'm going to explain. Before John Gotti, there was a boss before him. Before him, there was a boss. You understand what I'm saying? This is a Gambino crime family. John Gotti name is not Gambino. So there were bosses before him. We're talking about...
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Good.
Are you going to let me finish?
Talk.
Before John Gotti, there was Paulie Castellano, right?
Right.
Paulie Castellano, him and all the other bosses of the other four families of the five families of New York were on trial, right? They couldn't pinpoint anybody because nobody would fold. Rewind. Before Paulie Castellano, before Paulie Castellano, we have the person who the family is named after, who started the family. He died an old man. Never went to jail a day in his life.
What happened to Paul
Wait
Castellano?
a minute. Paul Castellano got killed.
Why? Who got him killed?
John Gotti.
There's no honor among thieves, nigga.
There is. Why did John Gotti kill him? Why did John Gotti kill him? Why did John Gotti kill him?
Did he put John Gotti on? He put John Gotti in the position he was in, right?
No, he didn't. No.
Who put John Gotti in the position he was in?
John Gotti got into the business he was in through
Who put him in the position of being an underboss? Paul Castellano was the boss.
I'm telling you.
John Gotti
I'm gonna tell you. You want me to answer the question or not?
Yeah.
The nigga who put John Gotti in the business was Neil Della Croce. Neil Della Croce. Listen, Neil Della Croce was the underboss to Gambino. And when Gambino died, instead of passing the torch to Della Croce, he passed it to his son-in-law, Paul Castellano. He was Gambino's son-in-law. So he gave the reins to him instead of giving it to his underboss. And that's the guy who Gotti was under. So the loyalty to Della Croce is the reason why he killed Castellano.
All right, but this is the point I'm making. Yo, but when I say
there's no loyalty.
There is. You can't say no. I'm still sticking to my bro. When I say there's no loyalty, it's not literally a blanket statement. It's not enough loyalty for shit not to happen like it be happening. Of course, there's some loyalty somewhere. There's dudes that stay loyal to each other and don't snitch.
Right.
Of course, bro.
That's all I want. That's all I want. That's all I wanted. No, we get in the conversation right there. We get in the conversation right there. That's good enough for me.
There's gonna be somebody down the line that's gonna fucking fold or tell on you or try to kill you because of who you are, and it's gonna fuck up everything. So the little loyalty that you do have means nothing because it's gonna be somewhere down the line where somebody's gonna break that. Let's move on to the next one because we was on this shit for too long.
Yo, bro, I appreciate you because that's all I wanted. There is some loyalty. It's just not a lot. They are rare. It is rare, but there's loyalty.
Oh, now you're gonna say it's rare? Okay, I appreciate
it's rare.
That.
But you said there's no loyalty.
It's not enough. It's not enough to be in the game.
That's cool. I rock with that. I rock with that statement. It ain't. But for you to say there's none, it's false.
Nah, man.
For you, that's all I'm saying.
It's not enough to be legit.
Listen, I'm loyal to a fault.
Thank you, Lady A. Lady, look at the comments. Lady A, there's no loyalty in that lifestyle. Thank you. Salute.
That's cool.
Salute.
That sounds cool.
Listener that's been watching since last week. Ain't no loyalty, King. Let's move on to the next one.
If I was in that game, I'm loyal. So that's false.
Right. There will be some like you, but somebody will snitch on you if the situation calls for it. If they facing 40 flat, they're going to snitch on you. So you can be loyal all you want. It ain't going to mean nothing because somebody under you, when they facing them numbers, is going to tell on you. That's just a fact. Whether you believe it or not, or what, that's just what it is, man.
Listen.
History has told us that, but let's move on. History has told us that.
We talking cliches now. All right, moving along.
We talking facts.
Now, listen.
Lady
That's
A,
some shit.
salute.
Listen, that's some shit. That's some shit you tell your kid. There's no loyalty.
Definitely. I'm gonna tell them don't get in the game because ain't no fucking loyalty.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. But guess what? We in the loop. We in the loop.
Ain't no fucking loyalty.
And in the loop, we speak specific. It's rare loyalty. Loyalty is very rare. That's all I'm saying. So, moving along, it might be a race war popping off.
Well, tonight, a sign of the times and a new reality. With the increasing surge of attacks on Asian Americans, many are now turning to safety classes to protect themselves. A group in Chinatown is now teaching how to turn the tables on an attack and defend yourself. Eyewitness News reporter Naveen Dhaliwal with details on how it all works.
I don't know if you realize, if you heard about
the
case where some mentally ill black dude followed an Asian lady into her crib and stabbed her to death.
Now it's survival.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
one black dude. Yeah.
Right.
He may have a weapon.
So now
Henry Zheng and his
the
friend
whole
John Hu
Chinese
started the Dragon
community
Combat Club, offering volunteer
is
self-defense
on
classes.
defense.
We want to make sure that
I know.
at the end of the day, people feel empowered
It's
to
called
even step outside
xenophobia.
their door.
oh,
to
we're not
prepare
supposed to say
people
that type
against
of
the
shit.
rise in violent crimes.
When I'm on the subway, when I'm walking home, I just want to be safe.
The threat is real, especially
triggers
for
the
Asian
algorithms and
Americans.
all that.
After a rash of vicious attacks over the past year, Chang Bretion is preparing.
If someone comes up behind you, you want to be aware.
As the attacks got more and more violent, I had to realize, how are we going to deal with weapons?
Every tactic, every move, even I had to try, is one step closer to keeping you safe.
To protect yourself, simply using a flashlight can be a deterrent
Rose
to
Concrete
attacker.
Jungle, I
Not
see
only
you.
the ridges, but pointing it right in the eye.
This is the very least we could do as immediate response.
One more tool in their hands and on their side.
I need to practice them, to be honest, but I also feel more confident about being, alone.
On the streets of New York to survive. In Chinatown, Naveen Dhaliwal, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
So how you feel, man? How you feel about that?
They're in the park shadow boxing and shit. Let me speak on to the, RIP to the Chinese chick. But let me just say this though for anybody that's looking at, we don't play. We as black people and people of color, we don't play that. We always looking behind us. When you look at the video from the paper, I saw the paper when the dude when homegirl went, the Chinese chick went in the, like, you not looking behind you at all. Like, he follows you all the way upstairs to your apartment and got to your apartment before you realized somebody was behind you. You know what I'm saying? Let me just say, like, always look behind you, check your fucking surroundings. Especially, like, if you live in a building like that, she obviously lived in a walk-up. First of all, you come in that shit, you turn around and you make sure that fucking door's closed. But this is what I'm talking about, how oblivious some white folk and these Asian people be. They be oblivious, bruh. She walks in the building, pushes the door wide open, and just keeps walking straight. You seen the still shot of the paper? Dude came in, like, I guess before the door closed, he came in, walked behind her, and he walked. They said she lived up on the 5th floor and walked all the way. He said the paper said he stood back like at least a floor. You know what I'm saying? You laughing because it's crazy. He stood back a floor, so as soon as she unlocked the fucking door, he was on her ass. Like, pay a fucking attention to your surroundings. This is how oblivious these Asians and white people, they be oblivious. They be thinking it can happen. Oblivious. That's why this shit happened to her. I mean, RIP, and it shouldn't have happened. I'm not saying, making fun that it did happen, but pay attention to your fucking surroundings,
right,
man.
On a serious note, you dead ass. I agree with you. Now, like you said, we're not saying that should happen because you're not paying attention. It shouldn't happen, but it can.
Right. You got to know that.
Now, what's going on now is things like this are making a case for this so-called xenophobia. Have you heard about the xenophobia?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
There have been laws being passed based on xenophobia, bro. Now,
break down to the people what is considered xenophobia. Break down for the people that's watching. What is xenophobia?
It's pretty much people attacking Asians.
Asians, I'm about to say.
Right, Asians.
Asian hate. Which is another story, but let's just talk about this one right now.
Now, I hate to be that guy, but I think we hold the record for being attacked by another group of people.
Absolutely. That's what I was about to say. It was a whole other story with this Asian narrative, with this xenophobia. Anyway.
How I feel about it, I feel like what they're doing is they're trying to use another minority to supersede the black plight, so to speak.
But you took the words out of my mouth. The plight of black folk and the shit we got to deal with in this country. Absolutely.
So it's like, and who are they using to demonstrate this? They're using black people. Anytime they talk about xenophobia, a black person is the person of interest when it comes to being the attacker.
Right, is the perpetrator. Black person is the perpetrator. Facts.
So, do we have people in Chinatown now who feel like they may have to pop on some black people if they come through here? Now, me personally, listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't feel like, I'm gonna ask you this first. Do you feel like there's some type of Asian hate in the black community?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And let me elaborate a little bit and I'll let you continue. I actually got into a little debate over an Asian guy that I know that I consider him a friend. I used to work in this building, you know what I'm saying, be in this building a lot in Harlem. And it was kind of young Asian dude, Korean dude. And you know what, we got into, he has like a little, I got the Goddess Kings clothing line. He has a clothing line as well. And when this shit kind of first started, we kind of got into a debate about it. He was talking about, he kind of like rubbed me the wrong way, talking about, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to be respectful, but, you know, we was through text. He was trying to talk about, I got to tell my parents, you know, my parents could be the next to be attacked by someone and this and that. And I'm not going to stay too long, but I had to break down to him like, fam, this little shit y'all experiencing is nothing compared to what me and people of my lineage had to experience in this fucking country from people of authority and just regular people, you know what I'm saying, of the Caucasian diaspora, you know what I'm saying, that we had to deal with for fucking decades. You understand what I'm saying? Since we came to this country, you know what I'm saying? So I had to break shit down to him. We got into like a big debate, but he stopped commenting because I broke shit down so well to him. I was like, bro, there's no comparison. I said, so, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry that it's happening to you guys. That was, you know what I'm saying, what's happening right now, but don't try. He was trying to make it seem bigger than it was, right? And I had to show him that the comparison, that is nothing compared to what our people have went through and are still going through. Not through this regular people, bums or people that's suffering from schizophrenia on the street, but from people of authority that just don't like us because of the color of our skin. So I had to break that down to him, and it kind of quelled our relationship a little bit. I ain't really been speaking to him as much as I did, but we was real cool. Have little bets, you know what I'm saying, betting, you know, gambling against each other, you know, games, football games, things of that nature. But since then, it hasn't been the same. But don't ever try to make it seem like y'all going through some real shit or we have something against y'all. And I had to break this shit down to him. You know what I'm saying? That it is really not like that. You know what I'm saying? What y'all going through was nothing compared to what we went through and what we still going through. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I mean, listen, I don't want to be that, like I said in the beginning, I don't want to be that dude, right? Because I kind of like, I despise the black card, right? And I don't want to compare it. I don't want to compare what black people went through to what Chinese people went through. Because on the real, Chinese, they shouldn't be going through what they're going through, right? A lady shouldn't be getting stabbed and her going to her crib.
Right.
It shouldn't happen.
Right.
You feel me? But don't let a few instances determine that black people feel some type of way towards Asian people.
Right.
Because if we really want to get down to the nitty gritty, black people are the #1 consumers of Asian products.
Deep.
All of them. Anything that come out of Asia that comes here, black people buy it. There's a Chinese restaurant in every neighborhood that black people go to.
Good point. And it's flooded with black people. Flooded. Right.
They eat it more than anybody.
You're right.
And I'll say they because I don't subscribe. But whatever.
Gotta agree with you there. Facts. That's a fact.
Now, on the flip side, should there be? Because they don't fuck with us.
Facts. Another fact.
And this shows you they don't fuck with us. Because soon as they get hit by some niggas who ain't even mentally straight, y'all want to, the niggas are out to get us.
Right.
Nigga, the niggas is out to buy. Fuck is you talking about?
The buy, the niggas.
The niggas is out to buy, nigga. What the fuck are y'all talking about? The niggas out to get you.
You're right though. We just wanna buy. Fuck you talking about?
And y'all got it the cheapest.
Crazy.
Who got it cheaper than the Chinese people, bro?
Right, because it's pieces of shit. The shit they selling is pieces of shit. But that's another story though.
But who got it cheaper?
Right.
So at the end of the day, should there be? Should there be some outrage in the black community towards the Asians? Is that why the Asians feel like black people out to get them because they've been doing black niggas dirty, feeding niggas rats for fucking years? Feeding niggas rats. So now them niggas conscious is fucking with them? Like, maybe they know.
I'm with you. And of course, we know the nail salon drama. You know, of course, their nail salons is filled with nothing but black people and how they treat black people when there's any kind of dispute, specifically black women, because they don't try it with us. They don't try it with the men. But specifically black women, when there's a dispute in a nail salon, we've seen plenty of videos. You know what I'm saying?
Who was the last president I supported?
What was that? Say it again.
Who was the last president I supported?
I don't know. You tell us.
Donald, man.
Mr. Trump.
And what he told us. Why is everybody getting sick?
Fucking Chinese.
They guilty, nigga. They guilty, and they want to feel like niggas is coming at them because they feel guilty. Because y'all been doing us filthy forever. And y'all feel like it's about time niggas should be looking at y'all. But niggas is dumb, and they not looking at y'all.
Nah, I'm with you on that one.
They not looking. They should be, but they not.
But you know what? It's a whole but you know who's helping their narrative? It's a political system that's helping their narrative that's trying to paint us a certain way, and they trying to help that whole narrative with this Asian hate shit. So, you know, they have the political system behind them as well as their conscience, as you said. They're fucking conscious eating them up on how they try to deal with us. And of course, the crackers of the political system that still has an agenda against us as black minorities, to be Pacific, is helping them out. So, you know, it's ill though, but I ain't with it though. I see through all the bullshit. I ain't with it. Like I said, it's sad this happened. It's sad this happened. You should be able to go to your fucking apartment without being followed up and stabbed up. You know what I'm saying?
But this is the question though. This is the question we have to ask now. The question is, being that we know they on some shit, should we be on some shit?
Indeed. But that's been the question though. You know what I'm saying? Even in terms of business, stop supporting their businesses and shit like that because they don't give a fuck about us, don't give back nothing.
I ain't eaten Chinese food since niggas start getting sick, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I ain't eat Chinese food since niggas start getting sick. I ain't touch that shit. And guess what? Guess what? I ain't get sick.
Factual. Bro, I had this conversation with somebody recently. There's a fucking Chinese restaurant that's been in my hood that was there since we was 13 years old. The shit been there for 30 years, bro. I was talking to somebody about this recently. I don't know if it was a conversation me and you had before on the radio or was somebody we were just having a debate. They've been there. It's called Fu Hing. It's on 144th and 3rd Avenue, right across the street from the old building that I grew up in, the Patterson Project, 2715 3rd Avenue. It's been there for 30
niggas. Why you promoting them niggas, man?
No, let me make my point. Fuck all of that shit. Nobody going to let me make my point. They've been there for 30 fucking years. The shit is packed every day, and I had to make a point to somebody like they never gave out a fucking book bag. They never gave out a pencil for back to school. Not even a fucking pencil.
They're not investing in your education.
Yo, I swear it was crazy. Matter of fact, this was on Facebook. We was talking about it was on Facebook at one time. We was talking about and people. You know what's crazy? Ignorant ass black people. Somebody was like, "Oh, I'm still going there to get that chicken fried rice is the best in the Bronx." I said, "You ignorant mother!" Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just so crazy. Some people just don't care about things like that. I said, think about this though. When have they ever threw a back to school drive and gave out a book bag? Fuck a book bag, a pencil. Not once. And the shit was there since I was a fucking kid.
They're not killing to
every day.
In education, bro.
But you know what? People, they don't care. But you know what? Unfortunately, a lot of us, don't care. We just want some good chicken wings. We just want some crispy chicken wings and fried rice. That's all some of us fucking care about. And it's fucking sad. You need to be ashamed of your fucking self. I was saying boycott that shit because they don't do nothing for the fucking community. Let's get that shit out of there. They've been there too long. Let's make that shit a soul food spot or some shit like that, which ain't necessarily good for us. But let's make it a black-owned, something black-owned. Motherfuckers don't care. They just want some crispy-ass chicken wings.
Listen, I'm going to keep it all the way real. I'm going to keep it all the way real. Listen.
Crispy-ass egg roll.
I give two shits about the black plight.
That's all they give a fuck about.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I give two shits about the black plight. The plight of black people. I give two shits about that shit.
Nah, I hear you.
I care about quality. Quality supersedes everything else. You feel me? Now, why I stopped fucking with the Chinese food? It's because niggas start getting sick, bro. And I'll never eat that shit again in my life.
Well, I don't know if it was because the Chinese food people was getting sick. It probably was other reasons. It wasn't just
No. I'm not saying, listen, what I'm saying is it had nothing to do with the fact that this specific Chinese restaurant, niggas start getting sick. I cut out everything from them people, bro. You feel me? Period.
Oh, you saying, well, since you know that the virus originated in that part of the world, you stop fucking with the food?
I stop fucking with everything from them, bro. I don't fuck
right.
with nothing.
Yeah, respectfully. Listen, yeah, respectfully.
I won't buy a water from a store that's owned by them.
Yeah, respectfully.
Like, and it's real shit. I will not buy, like, you go to Manhattan, there are plenty of corner stores that are owned by them.
Nigga, them glasses you wearing right now is made by Chinese. Nigga, knock it off. What you talking about?
Listen. They were made way before people started getting sick.
Nigga, that interlude banner was made by Chinese, man. Fuck you talking about, man?
That real banner, man. That shit was made by a white boy in Nevada.
No, fuck with you.
That shit was made. That shit ain't even a real banner. It's a wall back there. Like, you feel me? This is virtual. Like, there's no Chinese involved, bro.
Don't fuck with you.
Nah, I'm dead ass though. I don't listen. It ain't about, because at the end of the day, black people are some of the dumbest people on the planet Earth, bro.
Unfortunately, we've been proven to embrace the. Yeah,
I don't side with no black shit. Because if you side with some black shit, you bound to side with some dumb shit. And I'm not siding with no dumb shit.
Not necessarily, but I hear you. I hear you, but not
bro.
No, not necessarily.
You side with some black shit, you bound to be siding with some dumb shit. Because black people move dumb.
Don't start sounding like a Sambo now. Don't start sounding like a Sambo, because I understand, look, we do a lot of dumb shit, but this don't blanket statement like, yo, any black shit is some dumb shit, because you're gonna sound like a Sambo or a coon.
Show me some black shit that ain't affiliated with some dumb shit.
Colin Kaepernick kneeling for the fucking that was some dumb shit.
That nigga black?
Yeah, he's black. He got an afro, right? He got a fucking afro, right? You see his hair?
Yeah.
You see his hair? He got a fucking afro like Angela Davis, right? Yeah, he's black, nigga. You are with your pops. His mom's a white lady, but his pops is black.
Yo, right? I think you use that old statement. You are what your pops is.
That's a fact, though. But see, there you go. That's just a fact, son. That's a fact. If you don't want to believe that, then you just want to be ignorant to the facts.
I'm not.
To the scientific facts. That's you don't gotta believe it, but that's a scientific fact.
I'm not with believing, but what I'm gonna say is this. What does that mean?
No, fuck what does it mean? You said was it some dumb shit? Was what he was kneeling for? Was that some dumb shit? He was kneeling for to stop the police brutality and the unlawful killing of unarmed black people. That was some dumb shit? So that was some dumb shit. in your opinion?
He
Yeah,
lost.
yes. Yeah. Was that some dumb shit? Yes or no? Was it some dumb shit?
He lost his contract because of it, right?
Was it some dumb shit? Yes or no? You said everything black people do
Everything
was
black
some dumb shit.
is associated
Was
with
that-
some dumb shit. Is what I
Dumb shit.
said.
And you think that was some dumb shit?
Now,
so you
when
think
I'm-
that was some dumb shit?
No, I said everything
Oh, okay.
black.
All right, thank you.
No.
Okay, continue.
You
Okay,
can't you
continue.
can't misquote me. I said
You just-
everything black
just
is
said that.
associated with some dumb shit.
Okay, and that's something that he did for black folk. You said it wasn't dumb, so you can't say that.
I said it's
You
but
just said no.
what I will say is it is associated with some dumb shit.
You just said no. Which one? You can't have it
No,
both ways.
no.
Dumb
I
shit,
said
or you don't.
I said
Which one?
No. You can't flip it and make it what
I'm
you
not
want.
trying to flip. You trying to flip it.
No, I'm
Don't try to
not.
flip it.
I'm
All right,
speaking.
so, hold on.
I'm
Let me
speaking.
ask you again. What was Colin Kaepernick kneeling for? Some dumb shit.
Was
yes
it
or no?
Are you asking me was it
What was
associated
Colin
with some dumb
Kaepernick
shit?
Kneeling for some dumb shit? Yes or no, bro?
Are you asking me was it associated with some dumb shit?
What Colin
Which is
Kaepernick
what I
was
said.
kneeling for was it some dumb shit or yes or no, bro?
Was it associated?
Yeah, Salma, it's a simple yes or no. Stop trying to yes or no. Was he kneeling for some dumb shit? Was
you the
Colin
one
Kaepernick
trying to-
kneeling for some dumb shit?
You trying to flip my words, bro?
You trying it?
Why
No,
are you
you're
trying to flip my words?
Was Colin Kaepernick kneeling for some dumb
First
shit?
of all,
Yes or
hold
no?
on.
Yes or no?
Why are you trying to flip my words?
I'm not trying to flip nothing. I ask you a simple question. Lady K, everybody out there live, everybody listening, was Colin Kaepernick kneeling for some dumb shit? Yes or no? It's a simple question, bro. It's a simple question. Either yes or no.
What was what was he kneeling for? I'm asking you. What you want me to answer your question? What was he kneeling for?
No, he was kneeling for to stop the police brutality and the racism in this fucking country, and the police brutality and the unlawful killing of unarmed black people. The police shooting niggas that was unarmed and killing niggas. Austin Sterling, Trayvon Martin, George Floyd putting knees in niggas' necks till they stop breathing. He was kneeling for that. That was some dumb shit? Was that some dumb shit? Yes or no? You don't got to think too hard. Yes or no?
Yes.
That was some dumb shit.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I rest my case.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He kneeled.
Well, you're a
he
Sambo.
kneeled,
You're cool.
nigga.
You're officially
Nigga, he
fucking
kneeled,
cool, then.
nigga. Fuck
You're
is a
officially
kneel?
Sambo.
Yo. I listened
You're
to everything you
officially
said.
yourself if you're Sambo or a fucking coon. You might as well go stand at a Ku fucking Klux Klan rally.
I
and
listened
talk
to everything you said. And
Okay.
after listening to everything you said, he decided a nigga died from a cop kneeling on his neck. So let me kneel for him.
No, you sound crazy. You gonna look back at this video and see how crazy you sound. You sound dumb as hell. You might as well go stand at the Ku Klux Klan rally, my nigga. You know what you might as well do with them Jamaica? You might as well take a trip to Jamaica, take a trip to Kingston, and bleach your fucking skin. You might as well do that sounding like you sounded. Go bleach your skin till you white. Cause you sounding nuts right now. You sounding fucking nuts. And I'm glad you said that, because this is gonna be on YouTube for everybody to fucking see. Take a trip to fucking, what's the one of them countries in Jamaica? Kingston, fucking Montego Bay.
Yo,
go to one of the bleach shops and bleach your fucking skin till you white. Just go dive in a tub of bleach till your whole skin is white, since that's how you feel. Cause you sound nuts. You sound like a fucking Sambo or a coon. And you need to be ashamed of yourself.
What did kneeling do? What did kneeling do?
He brought awareness. He brought awareness to it. He was trying to bring awareness to it. It lost him his career. Salute to him.
That's some dumb shit.
Nah, my nigga. You sounded dumb right now. You sounded really dumb and ignorant. See, it's cool to have a different opinion, but you sounded ignorant as a black man. Seriously.
Yo, bro.
You sound ignorant as hell.
This nigga, first of all, Stop. I hate when people keep saying he lost his career. Like his shit wasn't dwindling already.
It don't matter. He would have still been there. He lost his career. They didn't want to. They wouldn't let him play in the league after that. Fuck his career dwindling. Tom Brady's career was dwindling, right? He still was able to play till he's 44 years old.
Did he not win another championship recently?
He did, but his career was dwindling. As you get older, you're not able to do the things you are. That's a fact. You don't agree with that?
How many chips? How many chips Colin Kaepernick got?
What happened?
How many chips he got?
I know he went to the chip once. I don't think they won. I don't think he has none.
Exactly.
So he was still willing to risk that just for the plight of black folk, because he was tired of seeing black people get marginalized and mistreated. So he decided to be the first one to kneel. But that's some dumb shit to you. So let's move on to the next one, because we ain't got too much more time.
Nah.
That's some dumb shit to you. You said it for everyone in here. Cool. It's gonna be up. Cool. It's some dumb shit to you.
All right. Now after that, before we move on, I gotta say this. At the end of the day, he decided to kneel for this, which cost him his career, so we say. But at the end of the day, and we say that he was getting older, his career was dwindling, right? So at the end of the day...
You said that. I didn't say that. Colin Kaepernick was probably he was probably 30. I don't know how old he was when he actually first kneeled, but he was definitely early 30, maybe 30 years old. 30, 31, 32. Tom Brady was 44 when he retired. He still had easily 10 more years of playing.
Hold on. So you compare him to Tom Brady?
I'm just telling you as far as age.
That's the only person. About 30. Bro, how many people play to Tom Brady's age?
Not many.
Right. So you saying Colin Kaepernick was going to be that?
You never know. He didn't have an opportunity to.
Oh, my God. Come on, man. This is Never Land, bro.
You never know.
This is Never Land.
He didn't have an opportunity to. Let's say he don't get to play the 44. He definitely was going to get to play the 49, 39. He still had 8-9 more years, bro. He was 30, 31. He still had easily, let's say 6 more years, bro. 6, 7. That's 7 seasons.
How old was he?
About 30, 31, if that.
What is the average year of an NFL player?
No, we can't say that. Let's say with the average age of a quarterback. Quarterbacks, you can play longer because if you're on a team where you don't get touched that much.
What is the average
quarterback?
What's the average career of an NFL?
Of an NFL quarterback. Of an NFL quarterback, off the top of my head, I would say 37, 38. 37, 38. Off the top of my head.
How many years in career?
It depends on when you come in. 20 years?
20 years in the NFL?
20? Close to 20? Dog, dudes come into the NFL at 19, 20 years old, 21 years old. Joe Burrow is 21 right now. Just to name somebody else. Who else? Lamar Jackson is 21, 22. So if you could play to about 40, 20 years, I'm saying 20 years, depending on when you come in. 15 to 20 years. 15 to 20, if you don't get touched.
How about I just looked up the stats, and we're not going to assume. The facts is an NFL quarterback average is 4.4 years.
The fuck
4.
Who plays for
4?
That's the enigma, bro. That's some bull. If you don't even believe that, Simon. Come on, stop.
The average quarterback plays in the NFL for 4 years.
You don't even believe that. Who played for 4 years? How long did let's go down the list of quarterbacks. Let's go down the list of how long did Peyton Manning play?
You're talking about a small percentage of quarterbacks, bro.
How long did Drew Brees play?
You're talking about a small percentage of quarterbacks in the NFL. How many NFL?
Come on, you talking? That's a bullshit statistic. 4 years. That's for somebody that gets hurt. That's talking about quarterbacks that get hurt. Average quarterback that stays healthy is 10 years and better. I'll give it that. 10 years and better, easy. You wildin'.
And how old was he? And how old was he?
Who?
Kaepernick.
I'm telling you, he was. Google it. You Google it. How old was he when he took a knee? Google it.
Come on, man. Listen, that's not even the specific case of the matter. Is he was in his 30s, bro. He was on the downswing of his career, bro. He kneeled, and guess what? He found a new career because he kneeled. He ate off of black people, bro. He got a better career. A career where it's not so physical taxing.
Right, salute to him because they thought
Ain't no salute, man. He ate. We acting like he sacrificed, but he ate. His sacrifice was worth it.
He was 29. I just Googled it. He was 29.
That's 30.
He was 29. I'm looking at it right now, bro. He was 29.
That's 30, bro. The same shit.
After they went to the Super Bowl, bro. When he was the winner of the Len Esmar Award, symbolizing inspiration and courageous play. Killed him. Took his team to the Super Bowl 3 years before that. 29 years old, bro.
You said how many years before? How many years?
3 years.
Huh?
3 years he took his team. 3 years before that, took his team to the Super Bowl.
You know what that means to me? You know what that means to me?
What does it mean to you?
That means he's 3 years past his prime.
Okay.
Okay. Facts.
That's not a fact. That's your opinion.
Did he go back to the Super Bowl? Did he go back?
He couldn't because they blackballed him. What are you talking about?
That means 3 years past his prime. Statistically. Statistically. He's 3 years past his prime.
That's the bullshit you're saying.
I don't give a fuck.
Tom Brady
I can't make it up.
Tom Brady
I won't make it up. The fact of the matter is, that's 3 years past his prime. That's 3 years past his prime, bro.
Okay, so Tom Brady was 13 years past his prime.
No, it's not, because when did Tom Brady not win a championship last year?
He was 13 years past his prime. He was 44.
Did he win a championship last year?
He was 43.
That's not what I'm asking you. Did he win a chip last year?
He was 43. How many years past his prime is that?
I'm asking you, did he win a chip last year?
Yes.
Then his prime was last year.
Right,
fuck you talking about, man? You only as good as your last chip.
You sound crazy.
You only as good as your last chip. His prime was last year. We never seen this before.
That's not a fact. That's not a fact.
Who else we seen do this?
That's not a fact.
Who else did it?
He was an enigma.
Who else did it?
No one. He was an enigma.
Right. So how you gonna tell me when his prime is and he ain't fall off yet?
Because being 44 is not in your prime, bro.
Did he win last year?
That don't make it in his prime. That don't make you in his prime. Google prime, bro. That's when you're in the prime.
You can't measure prime until the career is over.
And the most healthy.
Bro,
that's not his prime,
you cannot measure prime until the career is over.
Did he retire this year?
No.
Yes, he did. What are you talking about? He's retired now. You don't even know that. What are you talking about?
Didn't.
He's retired this year. He doesn't play football no more. What are you talking about? He's retired now.
The Super Bowl was last week, nigga.
So he won last year. He was in his prime.
Bro, the Super Bowl was last week.
So he won last year.
The Super Bowl was last week.
And the next year, he retired because he's too old. What are you talking about?
The Super Bowl was last week, bro.
You can't even bring your own argument, my nigga.
The Super Bowl was last week.
He was in his prime. He won the Super Bowl. This year he retired because he was too old. But last year he was in his prime. Come on, you sound nuts, my nigga.
Was the Super Bowl not last week?
Yes. Was he in it?
No.
All right then. He was retired. That's why, nigga. He was too old. Fuck you talking about?
So he didn't play last season?
No, he played last season. They won the Super Bowl. This season, he played. He retired at the end of it.
And he won last year.
Yes.
So he's Colin Kaepernick.
What are we talking about here, man? Let's move on to the next subject.
He's the equivalent as Colin Kaepernick.
We got to.
Who didn't win in 3 years when he kneeled?
We off the subject.
See, you
now.
try to. This is what you do. You shuffle to fit your argument. But he didn't win in 3 years.
No.
At 29.
So you telling me that? So all right. So hold on. At 20, so you telling me it was
The
no
average
way
quarterback plays 4 years.
So you telling me it was no way for him to possibly win again? Just because
The average quarterback plays 4 years.
That's not accurate, bruh. That's
What the
not
fuck
accurate.
do you mean that's not accurate? Out of
Not.
every quarterback that comes into the NFL, the average of all of them is 4 years.
That's not accurate. That's a bullshit Google. That's a bullshit Google.
That's a bullshit
It's not
Google.
accurate.
Let's
Yeah,
move along.
not
Let's
accurate.
move along because we're gonna argue on this shit all day.
That's right. Let's go to one more because I gotta get off there. We gotta go after this. Let's go to one more, then we gotta go. What's the next one? So we did this.
This bitch is drunk and acting stupid. I'm dead ass not. You dead ass drunk and stupid. I promise to God. That weed too tight. You need a different kind of glue. I'm not drunk right now. Dumb son of a bitch. Just a bitch is being ignorant for no reason. No. He not finna try to play me. Who's playing you, stupid bitch? No, bitch, you told me stupid. Nobody's playing your gut stupid.
So that's your boy from last week.
Bro, I'm about to say, did we talk about this last week?
He out of pocket.
Same nigga, your boy Tommy Sotomayor.
Oh, shit, I got no underwear on?
Oh, they hooked him.
You see that?
So, what went down there was Shorty, they were on a podcast, and Shorty was getting mad about what he says about black women. So she went off, wilded out, and punched him in the face or whatever. So the internet's been going crazy about this nigga because of what he speaks. And now they're saying it's like, it's a conversation. A man should never hit a woman. But what if a woman hits a man? A man should restrain himself and take it. This man decided he was upset enough to retaliate. Where you staying with it? I had to throw it in there because it's a big topic. So I have to throw it in there.
Well, I ain't gonna spend too much time on it, but I'll just say this: if a woman feels she's man enough to put her hands on somebody, she should get hands put back on her. I'm just gonna. That's how I feel about it. Period. That's for any situation. If you feel you're woman enough to put your hands on somebody, you should be woman enough to take that retaliation. That's just what. That's just how I feel.
But should he have been going as hard as he was going?
Yeah, it looked like he was going kind of hard. I mean, listen, they're live on the radio station. I mean, the man felt, you know what I'm saying, he was attacked, so he retaliated. Like I said, I mean, I'm not gonna say that a woman put her hands upside your head and you should beat her down and bloody her and send her to the hospital. But she smack you, she smack her back. She punched you in the head, you should be able to punch her back. She'd be able to take that. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Now this is the crazy shit behind the whole situation.
My opinion.
Shorty ended up at the scene of this podcast. This is Fresh and Fit. She ended up at the scene via invitation, and Tommy was there. They didn't know that each other was gonna be there. Before all of this happened, I don't know how much the time frame. Tommy flew her out to his crib at one point and was gonna fuck her on OnlyFans. So she didn't want to, and she ended up leaving, and her friend decided to continue. And it went off from there. And then they end up meeting after this situation. So they saying that he was throwing shots at her without anybody knowing, because nobody knew that this is what happened before this happened, through the whole interview. So she decided she wanted to retaliate and ask him why he's so volatile on black women. And he responded how he responded. And when he went to respond, one of the people who work at the podcast came to remove her from the set, and that's when she got irate, and everything turned up from there. So ain't nothing we really, you know what I mean, really to talk about really right there. It's just something we had to touch on real quick for the YouTube community. But
I
this
got you.
is
Let me
something.
shout out real quick before we get ready to wrap up. Shout
Wait.
out She said he got
This-
mad because she called him out about
Say
flying
what?
her out for sex. I said, shout out to Tracy Sunshine. She just commented he got mad because she called him out about flying her out for sex, as you stated.
Right. Facts. But
On
this
Instagram.
one right here
What was
is
up with the girls
something
at the point?
crazy.
Sorry. Girls.
Girls what?
What's up with them? You got any girlfriends?
I'm a single individual right now.
You're what?
I'm a single individual right now.
Did you have any girls in school?
I'm kind of.
That's your man Zeke from Power and all that.
No. I'm kind of. You know, I'm kind of don't speak about who. About,
Wait,
about
hold
my-
on,
my-
hold
my-
on,
my-
hold on,
yeah.
Flip out of line, bro.
Come on with it.
Come on with it.
Hold on. So he asked the nigga about any girls that he did. Do he got any girls right now? And he responded, "I'm a single individual." But hold on.
Give me a second. Money Mike. So, I haven't had to act like this in a long time. Give me a minute. Let me get my thoughts together. So, not only
We know that's crazy for a person to say
Agency.
that.
So let me guess. You don't identify with a sex neither, right?
Did I say that?
I'm asking you. 'Cause you don't want to say you keep it real. Let's talk about it.
Did I say that though?
You did not, but I'm asking you.
Okay, let me answer your question. I'm a man.
Respect. What's the other, like, you know, they have a whole bunch of, you look nervous. Don't be nervous. Come on.
I'm not nervous. I'm just listening. I want to make sure I hear you.
But don't be nervous, though.
I'm not nervous at all.
You sure you're not nervous?
I'm sure.
They have these whole new, a lot of labels these days.
Let's get into it.
Let's talk about the labels that is out there.
Okay.
They have some people that don't identify with a certain sexuality. I think is asexual. Can somebody tell me? Like, they got
asexual is real.
Asexual. Can you tell me what asexual means?
It means basically you don't desire intimacy with either sex.
Okay, so it's bisexual, asexual, gay, lesbian.
I don't know all the titles that man
But you know
has
about
created.
asexual.
I do know about asexual. I have a cousin that's
Why they
asexual.
put this nigga on the spot like this?
But I don't want to tell you his name because I wouldn't.
Like
want
they
tell
had
you
to
his
figure something out that we don't know.
I don't want to know his business. So what do you identify with? Are you a straight man?
I haven't.
What'd you say?
Who is he?
That's Zeke from Power, the one with Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
So he was recently killed in the last episode of that Power season. And it turned out he was Mary J. Blige's son, and there was a whole backstory behind that. But for this nigga to give him an interview, flip the script, right? And the first thing you start asking him is about girls. Makes me think like, yo, what did you pick up on or what did you know? And then why is he doing this interview?
I mean, Flip is in the industry. He probably heard something to know something that we don't know. So we wanted to press him.
But why is he even doing the interview? Is it because Flip knows something that we don't know?
I haven't actually decided.
Respect.
You know, it's there's so many different titles, especially today. And where I find myself is desiring someone who wants me and is willing to accept me for who I am. Yeah.
So
and I respect
that.
It's a daily challenge, you know.
But let's talk about this real quick. And I respect your honesty, but so give me a second. And I respect that you being straightforward because on my platform, you know, my platform is open to different people.
Word.
You know, you got the Jakaris, who is what is Jakari? An androgynous male, but he's gay. That's like a female.
But you know, you got to understand.
Hold on, give me a second. Let me.
I love this conversation.
Let me shout out my cast, bro.
Okay.
All right, because let me shout my cast out. You got Moon, who's a gay man.
I met Moon.
Yeah, you got different people.
But I even and I don't and it's difficult to choose which one. And you know, a lot of times, you know, I can't control what other people desire to choose for me. But you know, I'm the man of me, and I gotta say that, you know, I'm interested in who wants me. You know.
Pause. I'm gonna ask you this question. When did you realize this? That you wanted, like, was this at a younger age? Did you, like, because, you know, I guess typically, look up Shatik. Typically, growing up, we are, I guess, society, when growing up, because I saw your age, it says you're 27, I don't know if that's true, but I'm 34. Growing up in a household, especially a church household, the I don't know if I say stigmatism, but the
There's
law,
a lot of stigmatism.
Yeah, the law would be man and woman, right?
Right.
So when do you, growing up like that in a church household, 5 brothers, when do you make a decision that I like who I like and whatever? Like, did you hide? Like, you didn't confirm anything, but at a younger age, I'm assuming, if that was the case, did you always have that feeling to you when you were younger? Or, like, did you decide, like, were you hiding it and you decided to feel this way?
If this is not the biggest tap dance around coming out of the closet that I ever seen in my life, like, let's be serious. First of all, this nigga's like 7 feet. He's not gonna be in nothing else. He's Zeke from Power. That's who he's ever gonna be. He might as well just walk all the way out.
Right, that's how he's moving. I can't even recognize who he is from Power, and I watch Power too. You said the one with Mary, right? So that's the latest one.
Yeah,
Mary and Zeke. I know the name too, Zeke. I got. No,
he was the basketball player. The basketball player.
Oh, the basketball player dude. Got you. All right, Zeke. See, I know. I got you. I know who he is now. Right, the basketball player dude. Right, got it. All right. Oh, so, got you. So you got the.
Like,
I can't tell. He looks darker. He looks darker on the joint than he was.
He wasn't that. He wasn't that great of an actor.
But he did his thing. He was doing his thing though.
He's dead now.
Right, they bodied him. See, I'm not even up to the point where they bodied him, so I'm kind of behind on the show.
But the point is, it doesn't matter. You're out of there.
Right.
What are you trying to hide it for? A nigga's trying to say, the nigga said, I'm interested in someone who's interested in me.
Right, and Flip said pause, respectfully.
What the fuck is you talking about, nigga? What are you talking about?
That's what Flip said pause.
Well, what is you, nigga? See, this is the shit that we start crossing these blurred lines and shit.
He might be the asexual shit, because that's the thing he identified with. He
Is
said he was
still
familiar with
alive.
Nah, he said that his cousin is asexual.
Right. I ain't gonna first time. I got 2% left. I don't want my phone to hang. Just letting you know, I got 2% left on my phone.
But it's like, bro.
Yeah.
What is this nigga doing, man?
Right.
Just do it. If you gonna come out, come out.
Right.
Like, you feel me? What the fuck is we doing here? Nobody that, like, I don't see him signing up nowhere else. I don't see him being nowhere else, doing nothing else. So what's the sense? And why did this nigga do it? If that wasn't gonna be your rainbow party, what was the sense in doing the interview?
Craziness, man. Crazy.
You feel me?
I do.
But it's about to get crazy. We're gonna hear about this all over the internet, guarantee you. But yeah, man, you just wrap it up, man. It's about to be 11 o'clock.
Yeah, definitely.
You feel me? But yeah, man, until next week, we see what happens, we see what goes on, and how shit go. You Gucci? Anything else? You wanted to do some promo real quick before we got up out of here?
Oh no, y'all know the vibes, man. God is King Apparel, man. Check me out on Instagram. I got the Instagram on the joint. Y'all see what it is on there. Just follow that, man, and y'all could be directed to God is King Apparel. So we got some new drip up there, and, you know, that's about it, man. You know, we out here.
Facts.
You know
We
what I'm
out. Till next time.